These are all the clowns. That one right there is named Robin Goodfellow, right there. I'm just the guy, if they sold baby sharks, he said we don't do a lot of predatorial small fish kind of thing, but he said there's one place where you could go and you can actually get stingrays. But yeah, I don't know if you'd want to have that, you know, like a stingray in your aquarium. But they do have all types of fish, but and crab. They have some crab.
How we doing today?
I didn't even know y'all around. I'm just looking. Yeah, it's great. This is great right here. It's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys sitting around smoking cigars. This is incredible. Yeah, it smells like cigars too. I'm just gonna take a gander at this one right here. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is great looking right here. I gave up smoking. I gave up smoking a while back and have not touched a cigarette or cigar for a very long time. I think I had a fake one when the kids were born, but gave the cigarettes up in 2012, roughly 2012. So it's been more than 10 years without a cigarette or any kind of tobacco thing. Every once in a while, I just kind of look at stuff. This is great. This is interesting right here. Huh. Comes with a little case. There's a leather rose. This one's a Tatiscan. It's got a little cowboy hat on it right there. One is a leaf by Oscar. It's very cool. All right, didn't get a cigar, but here is my beloved, as I am the actor that pretends to be an actor. And we are going to drop food at your door. Step. There we go. Sorry, I had to finish my my brief soliloquy. And we are on our way. We just received our message to go to Uncle Julio's, to pick up Uncle Julio's and drop it off at your doorstep. And if you don't know, I'm also a playwright who wrote a play that's I keep tucked away somewhere under other papers and stylus, called The Cherry Bombs and Uncle Julio, who I was going to get Linda to play in the play with another lady named Victoria Valentine. She's a Dallas actress, but we were going to do the whole thing in a garage and put it on YouTube. But anyway, I still have the play. It's written. It's actually written like with a pen and ink. It's a spiral. But we're going to Uncle Julio's. The play is called The Cherry Bombs and Uncle Julio. It's about a punk rock girl band and a guy named Uncle Julio who brings them Mexican food and tries to manage them. They're more like teenagers and stuff. I was going to get them to play younger their age. Well, plus Linda looks young anyway. Mystery out there. This order has already been placed and paid. It has been purchased for. So all we do is go up there and pick it up, and then we drop it and deliver it at your doorstep. Look at this right here. That is not fake. Okay. That is real. You know what that is? You saw that. That is to the Please Subscribe show right there. What I'm seeing is smoke. I don't know if it's brisket, if they're cooking brisket or what. You see it? Yeah, it's right here. It's fire department. So I can't tell where it's coming from. But it's going to be traffic. You see a crosswalk? We'll just go this way. Where's one car? Right here. Go to a crosswalk this way. We'll have to park over here and walk over that way. It's just a pickup, so just hang on.
That's fine. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
Alright, that's fine. You
I'll
want
be
up
right
in your
back.
trunk?
Yeah, we can do something. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
There it is, right there. It is a payphone, but not a workable one. So you can kind of see it right here. Put a little thing on there. You're probably gonna rework it. A payphone's been there for a long time. Okay, I gotta pick this one up. I'll be right back. Hey, Snickles. I'll be right back, okay? Okay. All right, looks like there's a little bit of smoke. MedStar and fire truck, but it looks like they got it taken care of because the smoke is now gone. So, trying to go through this Uncle Julio's. There we go. Yes, I did write a play called Cherry Bombs and the Uncle Julio. Or the Cherry Bombs is the name of the punk band. It's a play I wrote about a year ago. Double the traffic. There you go. There we have it. There. Alright, so we got the Uncle Julio's in here, and all those that understand mumbling gibberish. That's one down, and 4 more to go. What's interesting about the werewolf, of course, is the vampire. Both are known in historical mythology to shape shift, and both are known as the shape shifter or skinwalker. Okay, which is a Native American term, skinwalker. Stephanie Myers has blended the two, being one side the vampire and the other side being the werewolf. The shapeshifter in this story, of course, Grace, aka Werevlog, can look like anything, even a little house cat, like poor little tuxedo, or whatever. The idea behind Grace, the curse, aka Werevlog, or Grace, aka Werevlog, also known as Shadow of the Wolf, is that it could be anywhere at any time, at any moment. The idea is that evil manifests itself, and the story as almost anything at any time, unfortunately, but must kneel before God Almighty, Jesus Christ. So it does have a touch of evangelical. So there is a touch of it. Not strictly faith-based, but they could watch it on VidAngel. So a Christian could easily watch it on what's known as VidAngel. Because it would cut all the curse language and, you know, the violence, okay? But in my opinion, there's nothing more violent, of course, or one part of violence, of course, is the crucifixion. It is violent, which is in the New Testament. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that for a minute while I'm making a note, because I'll be making notes about Grace, a.k.a. Where Vlog. We have made it to the River Crest Bluffs, and we require a pass key to get into our gates. Voila. And we go into our community. And look at our neighbors. Or as the English say, our neighbors. And Texans say our neighbors. Or they say our neighbors. As in the letter R and neighbors. Our neighbors, as they say. Look at all the pretty, beautiful, they call House Beautiful, according to John Bunyan. It is known as Summersby Lane. Do you remember that number I said? Hang on, just a second. Okay.
You're busy
Oh,
goofing off.
there we go. Look at that. Even God shines down upon the wealthy. Oh, and look what we have there above the trees, but a full moon for the gleeful werewolf and all his happy family. 1, 2, and 3. Do you remember the number I said?
No, I don't.
Okay, fine. 1, 2, 4. But I said 1, 2, 3. Just like Will Ferrell, gleeful and happy, toasting and cheer with Mr. Lipton. He taught us all to act with glee. With glee! Ha ha ha. Alright, seriously. That's it right there. Isn't that beautiful? Okay.
That's embarrassing.
What are you talking about? It's like happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Big smile. Big smile. Happy, happy, happy. It's big cheerleader happy. Lots and lots of glee. Look at these houses right there. Is that not amazing? Cute little Spanish style. Different little homes here. They send these geese to fly over this little neighborhood in little spurts, so when they look up in the sky, they can see the glory of God and His majesty. And they actually pay those geese and gander, as they say, the geese and the gander. And they work all day to fly over their neighborhood just to make the sky look pretty. Isn't that wonderful? Wonderful, wonderful little community. Protected from all the thorns and thistles outside that roam around and turn into werewolves. Look at that right there. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? And remember, if you watch the Please Subscribe show, tell your friends and families to laugh in glee. Laughter on cue. Very good, Linda. Very good. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. And tell them and sit around and laugh and cheer. To wait your order. To receive your food at your doorstep. And you will laugh in glee with all your friends and family. To receive your food from the Cole and Linda Filmmaker Band, also known as the Please Subscribe show, where we pick up food and gleefully drop it at your door. Kubrick should have left Shelley Duvall's twitching that he did. She would not twitch, but she would kind of jump from Jack Nicholson when he was doing The Shining. I think he cut that. He told her not to do it, but I think she should have done it. Shelley Duvall's a genius. She's a genius actor. Just love her stuff. One of our best all-time actresses of all time, Shelley Duvall. But Linda was doing that, and it was supposed to be a melodrama. The Shining was supposed to be a melodrama. So she was, jumping and stuff, and Kubrick said, "No, I don't really do that, Shelley. Don't do that." Poor Shelley. Such a beautiful creature. Cannot wait to see the werewolf film that she just released with Edward Furlong and other great actors. Wonderful interview with the one and only, the Grim Life Collective. Just wonderful, wonderful. I didn't even know she lived in Texas. I'm just so amazed. She's so great. They got her autograph and everything. I'm so completely jealous. But, you don't get a better movie than The Shining. It's all-time best movie of all time, the masterpiece, the genius movie. Just one of my goals, I would love to do a shot-for-shot remake if I ever got the permission with Joaquin Phoenix and Ella Fanning. It'd be wonderful. Although Ella, she's still young, and I think I have to get their ages, though. I have to find out how old Jack Nicholson was and how old Shelley Duvall was when they, of course, did everything. But it'd be great. It'd be such a great thing. Of course, you have to find a young kid to play Danny, which is tough, and that would be like a big project. But Grim Life is already on their way to study the UK studios, because they shot some of it in the United Kingdom, and the UK and the United Kingdom studio, because a lot of it was shot in studio. They did do the exteriors, and I believe in Oregon or something. Justin Scard did a great Shining vlog where they did the actual thing from the outside, but they created a facade. So it was a facade hotel for other shots and stuff. It was pretty cool. Most of it was done, I believe, in a studio, if you can believe that when you see it. And they use real salt too. The salt was used as snow, so they were running on salt when they were in the maze, which was also a studio too. I'm gonna let this guy pass. Big fan of Shelley Duvall. Big fan of Jack Nicholson. Big fan of The Shining.
Sure.
There's a movie called The Hour of the Wolf. That might be Bergman. No, I thought there was something called The Shadow of the Wolf. I don't know if there's something called The Shadow of the Werewolf. But I do like Grace, and AKA Werevlog. Anyway, that's the full moon, pretty much. And I know a lot about the moon too. I studied the moon in college, the phases of the moon. I did a research project at UNT when I was taking astronomy. 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 But I did a whole research thing on it. I got on the top of my dorm room, well, the top of the dorm building. Had to climb up on the top of the dorm building to look at the moon. True story. Got up there on the roof and to study the moon myself. To draw, I had to draw the moon in all its phases. So it has 8 phases that are, I think some say 8 to 9 different phases. I think they're full, half. There's waxing crescent, waning crescent. Those are 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then there's also what's called gibbous. There's 2 gibbous phases, so it's 8 phases. The full and the half. The gibbous, another gibbous, waxing and waning crescents, and of course what's known as the new moon, which would be 9. Number 9. So it'd be 9 phases. 9 ages of the moon. The answer is there's 8 phases. But in the movie Grace, there's 9. Because there's the moon. There's the age called a harvest moon, which is the moon of the werewolf. I think there's a werewolf book called Harvest. That's an imaginary moon where it calls upon all the werewolves and the moon is doing weird things. But it's 8 phases. But some say 9. 9 being what's known as a supernatural moon known as the harvest moon, created by moi. Well, I'm putting it in the story eventually. But I may or may not. I'll have to talk to some of the muses.
Please use both A and B lanes.
A and B lane, okay.
That one actually has a speaker. Or you just look out that way for somebody to come outside.
Hello, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Great. I have me to be in the lane B.
Yes, sir. If you wanna
That's
go to
opposite
lane
of
A, that's fine.
okay, of lane A. Two of them. There's one cat there and another cat there. We're gonna get a pretty good shot of this cat right here.
Meow.
Sidetracking. And we'll soon be dropping the food at your another one. It's tuxedo. They could be related. There's his friend underneath the truck. The tuxedo cat, which is what Edmund Cassavetes is. Edmund Tuxedo Cassavetes.
Don't forget Part Rusty.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
He was from Fort Worth. But we know that Edmund likes Fort Worth. Edmund Tuxedo Cassavetes. Our beloved little kitty. Little member of our family. Nice little doggy. Little doggy in the window.